Rastafari. Rastafari long ago used to live in the hills in hut. They never had no woman, no big car, nothing of the sort. Yes, and they listen to Bob Marley, Peter Tosh and Bonnie Willer. Yes, Rasta eat no deaders, no Kentucky, no hamburger, and they chanting. Rastafari, they chanting. Rastafari, they chanting. Rastafari, smoking mariganja and getting high. Hey! Yes, Rastafari.
And a good morning to you, Grenada Carrier Crew, Pity Martinique. Once again, it is time for Hard Talk. My name is Sheldon Scott.
And I'm Devon Romain.
Yeah, the Zebba pick walking, but the Zebba walking. I need to tell you, boy, a sweating bitter and all of that.
That's good, man.
Yeah, folks. Yeah, for those of you online, you know, I've been asking for the Zebba pick and to get it in my tail. I will get it. Yeah, let's take a short while.
Very interesting, yes.
I'm just waiting for the live to come up. I was saying a special good morning to those of you listening via the various radio stations, whichever radio stations you are listening via. Yeah, those of you who are listening via 97.5 City Sound FM,
89.5 CRFM,
92.9, yes, Sister Ryle FM. Good morning to you, Lisa Marie. All is forgiven. Good morning.
and 94.9 We Vibes Radio in Brooklyn, Kunumunu.
Yeah, that Kunumunu.
Yeah, you're a real Kunumunu boy.
He's a serious
I tell
Kunumunu.
you, you live up to your name, bro.
The original Kunumunu.
The original Kunumunu. Wait.
The original Kunumunu. That Kunumunu. Yeah.
Good morning to everyone in Grenada, Carriacou, and Pity Martinique. Yeah, we back here this morning via Hard Talk. Yeah, blessed morning to all of you just joining us on the live. And so we hope to have a wonderful morning. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, TGIF.
Next time.
What next time coming with you, no? TGI. Oh, yeah, you have it there already. Oh, sorry, I said that I didn't realize.
You have it there
sorry. Good morning, Dex. Yeah.
Dexter says he saved a ton of money.
By changing the car insurance to Geico?
Geico.
We have a call on the overseas line already.
Good morning and welcome.
What I do to all you all when
know that. I'm going to tell you, don't answer.
I leave all you now. And I come back. Why are you leave me alone?
Because we didn't get enough of anything when you're down here. You take everything.
Yeah, boy.
Everything, you know.
Don't come back.
Or everywhere we go, all we hear is Wade was here.
Don't come back.
Wade was here. Boy, don't come back here, boy. Stay up there. Everywhere we go, you know. Wade was here.
That's a hard task, boy.
Wade was here.
Task.
Everything about Wade.
I lead on the work for you. Yeah, so now all you know the standard. Keep it.
I can't understand this guy. Everywhere we go, Wade was here. Wade was here. All up in Subies, all the countryside, all the way you go, Wade was here.
Wade.
Yeah.
Wade. You understand?
Yeah.
I understand this thing.
So you good, bro?
Boy, I'm trying to recover.
You're trying to recover?
You're trying to recover. But I'm good.
That's good.
I trying to get back my voice.
Listen, market time in the morning. All you go hear dilemma.
God.
Okay.
No, but it's a good thing, you know. It's nothing bad.
It's
just something that I noticed coming back into the US. You know.
Okay.
You know, it's a systematic something that they putting in place. You know, for a lot of people that are coming back in.
Wow.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chomping on your back.
Yeah, it's something Giuliani did when he became mayor in New York City years ago.
Okay.
And they're implementing it now into the airports.
Well, you know Giuliani is Trump personal lawyer. So he got the ear of the president, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all in trouble, New Yorkers, all in trouble.
No, we good, man. We good.
Well, there's always the option coming from another city.
Yeah.
Devon,
coming in Florida and drive up.
Guys, I come in last night, yesterday afternoon. My younger brother picked me up at the airport. Get home, pull up. You hear one of them new Jeep Cherokee and he hit the button on the inside and the back fly open. I said, bro!
Holy shoot.
One bag that followed all the rivers.
Oh no!
Thank God it's the rivers that fall out. Thank God. The bag know which one to fall out. You know.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. A few years ago, right? I was traveling down to Trinidad, so I had some rivers inside the suitcase, right? But I wrapped everything up in towels, and I had them inside the suitcase, and so I was going down Trinidad. Somewhere along, all the guys was tossing the bag, they break the bottle. So when I got to Trinidad, my brother said, "You can't waste." He ring the towel, and
oh God, no man. Oh God, he badly off. Rivers that sweet, right?
My brother ring the towel, I tell you. You ring the towel with a strainer, you ring the towel and drink the rivers.
Yeah.
You ring it.
Yeah, you gotta get it at some point. You gotta get it.
What man wouldn't do for rivers?
All right, man. I have my neighbor coming on next week, so I just talk to him, eh? I tell him I'm packing the bag right now, and I go and bring the bag for him. So when he coming up, he just pull the bag and check it in. It's only $35.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only $35 to check it. So, even if I call you on here again, a matter of fact, I appreciate the fact that you guys went through to try and get that stuff to my boy, but
whatever.
It was really too late for me to get to you.
Whatever.
You know? It was too late for me to get to you.
Wait,
you know?
we ain't apologizing. You're supposed to get that when you land, isn't it? So we ain't apologizing.
Well, then you should hush your mouth, because you
good.
Made
I glad.
Point. You made the squaring point.
He jump in front.
I make sure.
He jump in front.
Make sure.
He say you're going to catch it for you personally.
Yeah.
He jump in front.
Yeah. Yeah. You the one said it. Yeah. So
I ain't afraid that.
Be quiet.
I ain't afraid that at all.
Yeah.
But wait, it was good. To be honest,
you failed the task that was put on, bestowed upon you.
But wait, to be honest, it was good. It was good having you here. It was wonderful having you, especially when you passed by in the studio with us.
After all these years,
it was good having you here, and for you to be able to do your program direct from Grenada, showing your versatility and everything. The only thing, I know you wanted to do a particular market time from the market on a Saturday morning, but we won't get our one.
Yeah.
We're gonna get our one done.
We'll get our hookup.
Yeah, we're gonna get our one done. The timing was kind of funny for that one, but we're gonna get it done.
And wait, give Lady Fran she thing, man.
What thing?
When you get it, you go see.
Listen to me. If Lady Fran wasn't there to collect she thing, I don't know what thing what I had to
give the woman she thing.
I ain't get nothing yet. I have to call Cathy. Cathy should bring them up for me when she come in.
All right.
I spoke to her yesterday. So I call her, I tell her I won't call her back today to tell her where to pick it up. You know? My brother just called me and tell me he have everything organized, so it's ready for pickup.
But why them crab get away? Why? I have to go and look for it in a room. And a big one, you know.
Dig a hole and you go make young ones, man. So next when I come back.
No. I killing that boy, man. Anyhow, bro.
Anyway, guys.
Have fun.
We'll see you again pretty soon, man. Don't worry about that.
Don't come back. Don't come back.
Pretty soon. You know?
Anyway, wait.
Pretty soon.
Later, bro.
One love, my brother. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, brother.
That's it.
Yeah, brother. All right, cool.
Right, time I see the overseas line ringing.
The noise way. The Kunumuni can.
Noise way. But there's several things that we have to deal with today. Several things. One of the first things I want to deal with, though. CXC results are out. Excuse me, folks. I'm coming down with the flu, so the throat is giving a bit of problems this morning. So if you realize talking and my voice kind of trailing off at times and so on, it's because the flu. I'm just trying to pull up my information now on the CXC examination results for this year. There have been some improvements. I think Grenada, top region, also in
top of the line.
Yeah, in passes and that sort of thing. Why is it whole morning I've been seeing the results? No, I'm searching for the results and I can't seem to find them. Let's go to the phone line here.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you, Dave One.
Good morning, my friend.
Sheldon Scott.
Good morning, sir.
My son in Carrico, why you want some?
We've got enough down here.
Wow. I know.
We've got enough down here.
You have enough down there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we've
we have
got
a
quite
lot.
a bit.
Okay. Listen, me now. When I not say, when I say I like something, I'm not saying I don't like it, you know. But you see, when you hear something often. Anytime you buy a new pair of shoes, what is the first thing you have put inside the shoes?
Anytime you buy a new pair of shoes, what's the first thing it has put inside the shoes?
Your
The
foot.
first thing going in.
Your
The
foot.
socks.
Eh?
The socks.
Yeah?
Well, maybe the socks. I
Your
don't know.
foot.
The first thing you put in inside the shoes is what?
Your foot.
Nah, something must go in first.
Well, your thumb,
Eh?
your fingers, your thumb.
Yeah, shoes are saying,
Our shoes, yeah, you know.
I can't help
Tell
you
us.
now.
you too.
Bye,
So
Curtis.
I say that to say, since I know myself, I hear this thing, which I say I don't like it. I ain't saying I ain't like it, you know. But when it's Friday, thank God it's Friday. If you buy a new pair of shoes, you can say toes going first. Eh? And on
Same.
Friday.
You mean you prefer another
toes
time of the
go
month?
in first.
Thank you, Curtis. That's
Then you
a,
rather just sit down so and just come in with me thing, you know. But I say, let me share it with you.
I find you like confusion.
two going
Like
first.
confusion?
I find you
TGIF.
like confusion.
Mr. Scott, don't say that.
I find you like confusion.
Bro,
Anyway,
All right, Curtis. Have a wonderful
you
day.
have a brilliant day, buddy.
all right. I'm doing a search here, folks. I'm trying to get the information for the CXC. It was up on a site. Strange enough, I have not received any email with the information, and I'm very upset about that. For some reason, I've not seen any information. I'm looking again here to see if maybe I missed it. I'm not seeing any information. Let's take a short break. Wait now. When you wait now, you know. That cold rail started to take me there and shoot, you know. So let's take a short break and then let me just get that information so we can put it on.
Boy, mommy, oh, hey. Aligi dan dan do, di dan da da. Hey. Oh boy, as a calypso, nearly true voice of the people. To lead you on the right path, I'm responsible. The decisions you make not only decides your fate, but is an entire country. It could make or break. The Lord power be invested in you from the day that you were born. We are king and queens, we have control, not to be used as any pawn. That God-given gift so we can know what is right from what is wrong. And in everything that we do, always in for positive outcome. Look before you leap, cause what you sow you reap. Look before you end up in a big heap of look before you leap. For curiosity take a peep. Look before you end up drowned in the deep.
All right, I have pulled it up.
Don't jump unless you're sure about it. Don't jump, don't act like you're mad. Don't jump, you might.
And let's just give you the summary of the CXC results. Yeah. Last week again, Calypso and Soca results and Queen Show results and Panorama results. And today you're going to be getting the CXC results. Hey, remember,
Education.
Angel Haps have that activity taking place tomorrow on the Carnage, tomorrow evening. On the Carnage, Angel Haps have that sort of last lap.
Last lap.
As we say in Trinidad, a lanyap. Yeah, that's your last lap. That's going to be taking place on the Carnage tomorrow. If you have your mask costume, you want to put it on and go on parade, you could do that.
Yep.
Yeah, you have your iron side, you want to go and knock your iron and thing, you could do that.
If
All
they're
right?
cool on the short knee, or they want to come down and be part of the whole thing.
It's the last
Come
lap.
on, last lap.
So it'll be taking place, I think it's from the Port Highway entry going onto the Carnage and
Carnage
so
and back.
going around and back and Steel Pan and so on. So for those of you still on the island, it's the last lap, the lanyap. Yeah, make a little turn and see what's going on.
Compliments the common
Come on, Charles, boy.
Come on,
Nash,
sir.
boy, watch.
compliment Angel
Angel
Haps.
Haps. Nice.
Sorry about that, Depot.
I'll do this, boy. We bad for your side. Tap with us. Right. Yeah, a total of 2,497 candidates were registered to write the CXC, or as they call it now, the CSEC exams in May, June 2018, out of which 1,521 were females and 976 were males. And as we go along, we'll stop and discuss different things. So you had more females writing than males by far. Yeah? It does not necessarily mean that, oh, our men are in danger and what taking place with our men. It may mean that there are just more females than boys, more girls than boys. It might just mean that.
And it's a fact.
Yeah.
There's more women, more young ladies than men.
You walk in Tonga, you see more women than men. So it doesn't mean that, oh, we're in danger, men in danger, and men ain't writing the exams. No, it just might necessarily have more women than men, right?
because we had a different in terms of the CPA.
Yeah.
You had more men, boys, writing than girls.
Mm-hmm. Right? A total of 1,658 were candidates attending school, while 839 were private candidates. There were 12,037 subject entries. So, yes, some 839 people who are not in the school system, private candidates, wrote the exam. My comment on that is I'd like to see that number increase.
Double.
I'd even triple. But I'd like to see that number increase. And the reason I'm saying that is this. You meet several young persons, and when I say young persons, I'm speaking about persons under the age, let's even go up to 40, persons under the age of 40. You meet several of them who have left school several years ago, some without any subjects. And then 5, 10, 15 years after, they still have no subjects. Yeah? So if they have the opportunity, even if you decide you're going to do one a year, after 5 years, you have 5 subjects, you know, from having none.
Just one a year. One.
Yeah. I know a young lady in St. David. She came out, she had her 3 subjects. She did not have English and mathematics. You know what she did? She registered for a class. She went the first year, she failed the math. She went the second year, she got the math. Then she went after the physics and the chemistry and the English language and so on. And one by one, she's just adding subjects to her list. So when she applies for a job a few years down the road, whereas if she applies at the beginning, it would be that she has 3 subjects. When she applies further down the road, she could say, I have 6, I have 7.
Exactly.
Yeah?
With a job experience.
Right. And then she could probably, knowing her, she'll probably try to do the A-levels as well. And then see if she could get into SGU or some university also, because that's the intention.
Of course.
But we have many young people and even elder people, because nothing stops you at the age of 50 deciding you're going to do a CXE.
No.
Yeah, nothing is stopping you. So you can go and you can do your CXE subjects, no matter what age you are. So the data that is coming in says 839. I'm really happy. Personally, I'm really happy. Those may be students who completed school over the last couple of years, but it can also include people 10 years ago, 15 years ago, who've decided that they need that subject. Recently, we had Clare Harbor. Originally, to get a job in Clare Harbor, you had to have 5 subjects inclusive of English and mathematics. Now, they're asking for 1 subject, just English. Just English, that's it. Once you have English alone, you don't need to have another subject. And imagine you're getting healthcare benefits and all this sort of thing. And there are people that still cannot access that. And then, in September coming, these same people will not even go and register to try and do a subject. Register and do it. Many of you at home listening right now, register and do it. So it says here, out of the 12,037 subject entries, overall there were 1,470 distinctions or grade 1s, 3,035 grade 2s, 3,575 grade 3s, 2,496 grade 4s, 842 grade 5s, 43 grade 6s, and 576 ungraded or absent. So some people did not show up for some exams for whatever reasons. Sometimes people get ill, different things, they registered, they paid, but they didn't show up for the exam. The pass rate in the examination is 70.50%. In 2017, the pass rate was 67.36% and 69.78% in 2016. So we've seen a rise in the amount, in the percentage pass rate. Yeah, the pass rate has gone up. The largest entries were in mathematics, A, 1,635, English, 1,597, social studies, 838, principles of business, 682, and information technology, 527. The lowest entries were in music, 2 persons, industrial, technical, mechanical, 14 persons, theater arts, 21 persons, additional mathematics, so as we say, ADMATS, 34, and religious education, 65. So just a few persons doing those areas, right? The subjects with the highest percentage pass were theater arts, 100%. So all 21 people that wrote theater arts, they passed. Industrial, technical, mechanical, 100%. So all 14 of those that wrote that, they passed. Physical education and sport, 97.87%. Technical drawing, 97.33%. Let me see here. Industrial, technical, electrical, 94.45%. Electronic document preparation and management, 93.53%. Food, nutrition, and health, 93.22%. And principles of business, 90.09%. So you have quite a high pass rate with those kind of technical subjects. The subjects with the lowest percentage pass were music. The 2 people that write music fail. Integrated science, 37.7%. Mathematics, 38.57%. French, 47.64%. Additional mathematics, 53.14%. And Spanish, 57.61%. So under half of the 1,000, let me see how many people wrote mathematics. Half of the 1,000, under half of the 1,635 persons who wrote mathematics failed. That's a problem. That, folks, that's a problem. And it's a reoccurring decimal, not just here in Grenada, but throughout the region. There has to be some sort of look at the curriculum and how we approach that curriculum. And remember, the curriculum is not a Grenada curriculum. CXC, if you go to the CXC site, unlike what Dum Dum and his idiot friends are saying, if you go to the CXC website, you can get a copy of the curriculum as put forward by CXC, the Caribbean Examination Council. It is not put forward by the Ministry of Education Grenada. They make suggestions to CXC, and CXC would have an overall thing. Like, for instance, for mathematics, they may have several areas that you choose which areas, because when the questions come in CXC, they may have like an option section. So you can choose that, look, I'm going to teach trigonometry, but I'm not going to do this particular area. I'm going to do it arithmetic, but I'm not going to deal with this area, or whatever it is. Yeah? So different countries can manipulate and decide which areas they're going to focus on, but the general curriculum comes from CXC. And I know that because I've been getting the curriculum for people and so from CXC for many years, right? But the performance in mathematics, even though under half the people passed, improved over last year. Last year it was 35.61%. This year it's 38.57%, right? French, the 47.68% and so, right? Performance in English language also improved from 56.89% in 2017 to 66.98% in 2018. So there's a marked improvement in relation to English language. So both in mathematics and English language, we've seen improvements, increased numbers of persons passing, but we still ain't satisfied with that. We ain't satisfied with that, right? Good. Let me see, Grenada and the regional. We'll give the top performers. I know a lot of persons are interested in this one. You may have seen it on the news last night and so, but we'll go over it just for those who may not have. The top performers in the examinations and a place in descending order of grade. So you have a tie for the first position between the Westmoreland Secondary School. Behind me back there. Well, behind my back, in front of your face.
Yeah. I watching them.
Yeah. Devon watching my back. Right? And I watching his own. So, Fadia Fakre of the Westmoreland Secondary School, and they have 15 passes with 15 grade 1s.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah? So, Fadia Fakre of the Westmoreland Secondary School, 15 passes with 15 grade 1s. But here's what. They've been matched. And they've been matched by Rashawn Brian Lendor
Sister
of the Hillsborough Secondary School. I wonder if I could say it. Hillsborough Secondary School.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm saying it properly. All in Cargo people are saying it properly. Hillsborough Secondary School. Yeah, so he's matched the performance of the student out of Westmoreland Secondary School with 15 passes and 15 grade 1s.
Wow.
Yeah, so all I feel is only GBSS and presentation, brother college could win thing. Yeah.
That was back in the day.
Hillsborough Secondary School.
We used to dominate, but not now.
Right. So congratulations to both Fadia and Rashawn. And also congratulations to all of the others, because here's what. There's a tie for the second position as well. Yeah. So in the second slot, Josel Merker of the St. David's Catholic Secondary School. They passed 13 subjects with 12 ones and 1 2. Yeah. And that has been matched by Donnell N.R. Noel of the St. Mark's Secondary School with, again, 13 pass, 12 ones, and 1 2.
You notice something there, Sheldon?
Yeah, you understand?
You notice the trend in terms of top performers have shifted away from the quote-unquote dominant schools.
The prestige schools.
The prestige, the quote-unquote prestigious schools, the GBSS and the convents and the presentation college.
Those were the only names you say you're calling at that time when you're saying, calling out things like this. It used to be just
and a lesser extent was Westmoreland there. They always, at the top. But, I mean, this time around, we had the St. Mark's, you had Hillsborough. You have, it's...
Yeah, you had Hillsborough, St. David, and St. Mark before you end up with GBSS.
GBSS
so Waxim K. Faisiri of the Grenada Boys Secondary School, he has 12 passes with 12 grade 1s. Yeah, so Waxim K. Faisiri of the Grenada Boys Secondary School, passing 12 subjects with 12 grade 1s. Then you have Christian G. A. Meniz Cho Chong of the Presentation Brothers College, and he has passed 14 subjects with 11 grade 1s and 3 grade 2s. Yeah, so he's passed 14 subjects, but he has 11 grade 1s and 3 grade 2s. Sampha K. Moses of the MacDonald College, they passed 14 subjects with 11 grade 1s, 2 grade 2s, and 1 grade 3. Yeah? Leanne K. Dowden of the St. Joseph's Convent, St. George. Take long before we call her St. Joseph's Convent.
A long time, I'm waiting to hear.
Days gone by, we call in a long time ago.
Yeah, long time, but now it's way down.
Yeah, right now. There's the intercall of academia.
Yes.
So St. Joseph's Convent, Liana has 13 passes. Those are 11 ones, 2 ones, and... No, 1 2, and 1 3. So she has 11 ones, 1 2, and 1 3. So congratulations to Juliana. Leandre Joseph of the Beacon High School. They passed 15 subjects, and they have 10 ones, 3 2s, and 2 3s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's exceptional. And it's the Beacon High. That's again a school.
Now you say they call it high even on be up there. They call it schools up there, but they're up there still because the name calling here. Right. But just they have to fight up with some other school. Kariakou again with Diani. I hope I'm pronouncing your name. I hate to murder people's name, especially when they've done wonderful things like you have done. So Dini Timothy Gelino. Gelino, right? I think that's Gelizo. I don't know if it's me have it wrong or if it's
Geliso or Gelino.
This one is Gelizo. It seems, yeah. So Dini Timothy Gelizo of the Bishop's College, yeah. Let me say Bishop's College. Yeah, and they've passed 13 subjects with 10 ones and 2 3s. Yeah, 10 ones and 2 3s. Tabo B. Antwine of the Presentation Brothers College. It passed 12 subjects with 10 ones and 2 twos. Karina Simon Blanche of the St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School passed 12 subjects with 10 ones, 2 twos. Oh boy, these names gave me a real problem. Aishwar. Okay, let me take it again. Aishwarya J. Gilks. Sweetheart, you have a beautiful name. It's just that sometimes I have problems pronouncing. So Aishwarya J. Gilks of the St. Joseph's Convent, St. George, and she passed 11 subjects with 10 ones and 1 2. Teresa J. Howell of the St. Joseph's Convent, St. George, passed 11 subjects with 10 ones and 1 2. And Zoe Alice Oliver of the Westmoreland Secondary School passed 11 subjects with 10 ones and 1 2. All right. So they also said here, performance in chemistry increased by 10.4%. Performance in physics and biology increased by 6.68 and 13.41% respectively. All right. So we're seeing an improvement in the science subjects as well. So Grenada has been doing pretty well. Yeah, but we don't deal with settling. We get that and we settle in. We still want more. Yeah, we always want more. All right. So I'd like to congratulate all of the students, all of you who would have been successful in your CSEC examinations. Those of you that were not successful, the opportunity is still there. You still have life, you still have breath, and you still have a brain. So the opportunity is still there for you to continue writing your exams. All right? Yeah, continue writing exams. Go back and write it again. All right? Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, that one. So, CSEC.
Yeah, and I've seen congratulations to all the students.
But particularly to schools like the St. Mark's Secondary, because I think there's a mentality that pervades our society that sometimes we look down on particular schools.
In all forms, in sports, in academic, that sort of thing. But we have seen a change in that over the last couple of years from the quote-unquote minor schools, right? And we have seen them dominate both in sports, in academic, right, in other activities related to school, and so we have seen it. So, hey.
And like several things in relation to this. One, you're now seeing the Carriacou schools. And remember, the 2 secondary schools in Carriacou. You have the students from Petit Martinique and from Carriacou at those schools. The students from Petit Martinique, remember the challenge that they have to go through. They have to leave one island to go to the next one to go to school on a daily basis.
And on time to catch the boat.
Yeah, they had to catch the boat on time in the morning and in the evening and so on. So they have an additional challenge. But you know one thing you've been seeing, whether it's a performance in intercall over the past, let's say, past 10 years, you've been seeing Carriacou steadily moving up the ladder, even placing 3rd in intercall. And if you look sharp, pretty soon, that trophy for intercall, I know a lot of people go hate me for saying this one, but reality is reality. Pretty soon, you have a high possibility that intercall trophy heading up on the Osprey or the Dolly Sea to Carriacou. Yeah, there's a possibility that that can happen because you've been seeing marked improvements with the athletes coming out of Carriacou at all levels.
Especially
you've been seeing that.
Especially in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, they have been knocking both male and female.
Yeah, they came third. About 2 years ago, they came third. Additional to that, now you're also seeing them when it comes to academics, be it the Brain Bee or Spelling Bee competitions and so on, or the debate competition, the quiz competitions. Carriacou is taking the trophies and go up with it. And now you have a student out of Carriacou tying to top the island with another student from the Westmoreland. Do watch Carriacou so. Yeah? Do watch Carriacou so.
Can continue to underestimate nothing.
So parents
coming from Carriacou.
But it's also a message to the parents who have been saying, well, my child passed. For instance, they might say, well, my child was going to St. Mark's Secondary School, but I don't want them go there. I want them go GBSS or I want them go Presentation College or so. It shows that it's not really the name of the school and so,
School,
you know.
yeah. Where you go, it don't
It's the
matter.
teachers that they and the application of the student of the information that they are given. And it's how the students apply that information and the home support network that helps them get to the point of being they having a name call on Hard Talk and on GBN News and on MTV News and seeing them in the newspapers and so. And let me see them newspapers and them next week and feel all they're going and put them on the back page and inside and all kind of thing.
Proud moments for young ones. We got to emulate them.
But this information came out yesterday. And we're putting it out here today. And I'm still waiting to hear. Outside of the Honorable Clarice Modest-Coring, who I heard this morning, congratulating the St. Mark's Secondary and the student from the St. Mark's Secondary. Outside of that, I ain't find out here much people call and congratulate them children. Yeah? If was a child that they go and chop up an next one, they would be on radio and they'd have the most to say about it. I keep saying that we as a people encourage negativity. We encourage it. We feed it.
We strive on that, man.
Yeah? If was a child take a cutlass and chop off a next one hand, man, there's a calling program on that. If phone line hot, everybody calling and everybody have an opinion. Ban cutlass. They should send this one in that jail. They should think this one. Medical care for that person that lose their hand. You have to help amputees.
Put
You're
police
here.
in school. Do this. Do
Put a police on every corner.
Yeah.
Would there be all sorts of stories? If it had been a child, do something negative. If it were 10 young men and ladies that were involved in a brawl in the middle of town, everybody would have been, where the parents? Where did this? How come none all ain't calling and say where the parents for these children? I ain't all you. How come none they get mute, they get mutitis?
Yeah.
Nobody ain't calling and ask about where the parents are these and congratulate the parents.
Yeah.
Because these children would not achieve what they have achieved if they did not have that parental support. So the parents must have a part to play.
Definitely.
The teachers and the parents. There must be that synergy between both of them for these students to be able to achieve that. Yeah? So you're telling me that phone line does be hot on all calling program when something negative happen. A young man lost his life in Woburn. Boy, everybody about what going on in the country. Oh God, rest a hand on Grenada. Oh this or that. Something positive now with some young people. But they had nothing to say.
Yeah. And another thing,
you understand the hypocrisy of some of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at our whole carnival season. I mean, basically almost mute of violence or anything like that. But how many persons, right, on the different programs calling and congratulating the police or even the attitude and the behavior of our own citizens? How many of us doing that? But let something negative, something that, warrant either the police interference or court or whatever, and you will hear us. Get on. And so we need to emulate ourselves more. We are better than that.
We need to have, that's why during the revolution, every now and again, you had emulation. So
every
people
month,
feel good
workers,
about themselves.
Students,
Emulation. And that was a good thing.
Of course.
You need to emulate because when somebody sees somebody else being emulated, they say, next time that could be me.
Exactly.
And you may have a student right now who has failed all the subjects. And I'm telling you, without a doubt, that same student could be having their name called in that list next year. They could have failed every subject right now and could have their name being called in the top scroll next year. We have a call online.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Brother Devon. How are you doing today?
Not too bad, my friend.
Mr. Scott.
Hi, good morning.
All right, morning.
Morning.
Honorable Kendra Matrin-Strott was on radio last night congratulating her kids.
She also has a video up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I am calling to send out my congratulations to all the children. They had made our country proud, and we have to be proud of them.
Yeah.
And I have to support you on that when you say that nobody ain't calling, because when it's negative, everybody is ready. And when we have the positive, nobody seems to have to say something good about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to wish you, both of you, a blessed weekend, and continue doing what you're doing. God bless.
All right.
All right,
Thank
my
you so
friend.
very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easy to jump onto the negatives. But when it's a positive to our young people, a lot of people get mutitis. They have nothing to say. We have a caller.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. I'm trying to get Sheldon off the air, please.
I'm on the air. You got me, but I'm on the air. If you had to speak to me off the air, you'll have to call me after the program.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah.
According to Depot, parents dedication, children application, gadgets attention.
Yeah. And yeah, Fitzroy, I agree with you. Karaku will always be in the spotlight because if you realize, if the rest of you all don't realize, I'm seeing it. Because when you had that quiz competition, Karaku won it. You had different educational competitions and so Karaku win it and going up with the trophy. And if they don't win, they're coming in the top 3. If they didn't win, bet your bottom dollar, the schools from Karaku, either Bishop's College or Hillsborough, they're coming in the top 3. And you're seeing it happening in the sports now too. Something is taking place in Karaku that needs to be replicated.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Sheldon. Good morning, everyone.
Morning,
my
sir.
friend.
Yeah, I congratulate all the youth son make it by. My son make it too, man. Out of 11, he get 11 with 46, John.
Nice, beautiful,
Wonderful,
man.
He make it. So
Yes.
I bring on the man in the NPL still, man. You go vote next election, man. You got for that time to reach.
All right.
Yeah,
You
so take care.
sure he mightn't run next election too?
All right, take care.
All right, brother.
It is wonderful, you know, when parents, right, are being congratulated, or even they themselves feel so pleased, right, in terms of the performance of their children, right? They know the hard work that the children have put out, and even them as parents, right, what they did to ensure that the children, you know, reach where they reach at this point in time.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go still, right, in terms of education. It doesn't finish there. Right,
They can be extremely proud.
Yeah, very, very
of the
proud
sacrifice they have
Definitely,
made.
yeah.
And so
Parents,
but folks,
you gotta take a bow.
And I'm not necessarily saying that you have to call hard talk.
Nope.
And say something positive about and to these young people and their parents and their schools and their support system. I'm saying the same way you pick up the phone and you call Shaggy, if something negative happen and bawling, oh gosh, what's going on in the country? Some of you need to pick up the phone too and call Shaggy and call all the other programs and so that open their lines and our good friend Brenda and so on. Yeah. And congratulate these young people when they do something positive. Emulate them. Yeah? Emulate them.
They need our support in every step that they make.
You think if I small and I see my big brother on the front of the newspaper, I don't want to be on the front of the newspaper.
I want to be like my brother.
In fact, I want to beat him too.
Yeah.
If he get 15, I want 20.
Yes, that's that's the spirit.
You understand?
See? And once we continue to give our young people the encouragement, show them that, look, man, this is not the end of it. You may not get all what you want now, but continue, try, right? Hey, one day you will be successful. You will definitely get what you want. Application, dedication, and that's the way to go.
Yeah, so folks, 4407377, that's the number for you to call and get on to Hard Talk. And
347-329-3101.
Let me say a special good morning to Shiloh. Yeah, I know you all may be listening somewhere there.
Good morning,
so
Shiloh.
Very special good morning to you all.
I missed you yesterday, face to face. But it's all right.
I not man, Shy here.
The love is there, my darling.
Shy is here.
Yes.
Yes, folks, again, 4407377. And we're pretty glad to see that there have been a bit of improvement in relation to mathematics as well as English and so. Yeah. We may have to look at some of the different methodologies that are used to teach, starting at the primary school level, and see how those can help improve the entire thing.
Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
Well, I couldn't call earlier to congratulate anybody because I was up and down. Today's laundry day. So, but I would like to say congratulations to all the students. AHS will always be my top school.
Yes.
But you know the naming call.
Yet.
The naming call in that top thing
that's
there.
Okay. That's okay. I still have them at heart.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, as the GBSS school song says, the prize to the one who earns it. And this tells me that we don't have to go to certain schools to get top results.
Exactly.
And I see that as a plus for Grenada. I think it was last year or even this year, Carriacou did very well. Grenville has been doing well over the years, and I think this is excellent. It means that the education, the teachers in all the schools are doing their best, and I would say parents too, because to a great extent, our children need our parents behind them. Now, we mightn't be able to help them in every subject area, but the moral support and the encouragement to study could go a very long way, and parents need to encourage their children to stay away from the gadgets. And when I say stay away from the gadget, I'm talking about just always on Facebook, always on YouTube, always on this, that, and the other. And spend more time in their books when they go on the gadget, do more research. There's a time for everything. But I would say congratulations to all the schools and on all the teachers. But I want to ask one something. I was reading on Facebook something there where somebody was talking about some education minister about the results over the entire Caribbean, and there was a percentage that did not get any subjects at all, and most people seem to have been going political with it. But the question I want to ask, and I believe that Grenada is kind of moving into the direction where you think of more skills training for children. Because I personally believe that skills training is even more important than some of the academics. Now, I'm not saying a child shouldn't do 10 and 15 subjects. If they are able, they should be allowed to do it. But I think if it's not as prevalent as it should be, we need to have more skills training in our schools, because children who excel academically is not necessarily better or more educated than those who might only get 4 or 5 subjects. Because the truth is, right now in life, we seem to be turning out, and when I say we, are talking about the entire world, more educated idiots than young people who can take knowledge and apply it in their life. Andre, I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
Definitely, we do.
And we need the plumbers, we need the garbage collectors, we need the farmers, and these people, in my mind, and to my mind, are even more important than the engineers and the doctors and the lawyers. Don't get me wrong, we need them all. And we should not allow children with these kinds of skills to think that they are not professionals. As far as I am concerned, they are professionals in their own right. And so the Ministry of Education, in my mind, should kind of go deeper into that kind of thing. One other thing. No, I have been at the Anglican High School for years. And I remember one day the what you would call them, that person in the ministry that oversees different schools.
A supervisor.
So, I think there's another
district supervisor or something?
I can't remember the name, but it don't matter. In a PTA meeting, in a meeting with the principal and the executive of the PTA, they were talking about reading skills and writing skills for the children of Form 1. And I am thinking, but they should be able to read and write before they go into secondary schools. There was this remedial, whatever the word is, program for them on Saturdays. And I'm thinking that this is something that should be done in the primary schools at the very early levels. Once you detect that that child is not able to read and write as that child should, measures should be taken then, not wait until they reach secondary school. And being the person that I was, I said, well, why is it at this level? Perhaps it was necessary at that point in time, but in my mind, it should have been brought down and down and down. Rome wasn't built in a day, but after all these years, I am thinking that kind of remedy should be in the lower classes of our primary schools. I don't know if you get my point.
Mm-hmm.
But I must say that we have done well. Our children are doing well, and let's be behind them. Parents, we are our children's first impressions. I don't know why everything people seem to think is the government's responsibility. It is not. It is we, the parents of our children. Parents, guardians, neighbors, siblings, family, friends, whatever, relatives, whatever. Okay? You have a good morning.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
Yeah, I need to say this as well. The remedial reading is important, but I think that the approach also has to be to not keep our children away from technology, but find ways of incorporating the technology into the educational process. My eldest son loves the computer. He spends a lot of time on the computer. He likes computer games. So what I've done is find educational computer games for him to play. So he going to use the computer, one thing he likes. He going to play games, which is the next thing he likes. But he's also learning because he's doing educational games, word games, number games, etc., to stimulate his brain. So it's not simply shifting gears and saying, well, we shouldn't allow our children to use different technologies and so on. But it is how we utilize the technology. How do we utilize Facebook? How do we find ways to utilize Facebook, which is where a lot of teenagers spend close to 80 or 90% of the time on the internet. They spend it on Facebook, and the majority of the rest is on YouTube. Don't dispute that. Take what I know. It's Facebook and YouTube, with Instagram a little bit at the side there, right? After they spend all that time, if they're spending their time there, you can't create something to drag them away from that and expect them to just leave it and go, You have to find ways of reaching them using Facebook and using YouTube and using Instagram. So our educational system in the region needs to start finding ways to incorporate the technology and the social media and what is there right now into the curriculum, so that these children who nowadays will pick up a cell phone at the age of 3 or 4 and figure out your password and open it and change your settings and download what they wanted at the age of 2 and 3, when some of us in our 40s and 50s still can't download a simple app, that we can reach these children. But at the end of the process, they must have their basic language skills and numeracy skills, at least. Because if they don't have that, they can't build on anything. If a child doesn't have basic linguistic skills, basic literacy skills, they can't learn a foreign language. If they don't even understand the one that they're speaking, it's difficult for them to learn a foreign language. It's easier if they understand the one that they're speaking. So English is a foundation. That's literacy. To be able to read, so you could learn things. Whether it's social studies or chemistry or physics, you must be able to read. So that's a basic. And I realize there are a lot of people that, yes, you need to do a bit of the remedial. That is important. You must do the remedial reading classes on the weekend and that sort of thing. That's important. But we must find ways of integrating it into the technology. Not everybody, for instance, a person in their 20s or 30s who cannot read, does not feel comfortable going and sit down in a room with other people knowing that they can't read. They're ashamed. They're embarrassed. But if they could pull out a cell phone and there's an app to teach them on a daily basis, there's a lesson every day that they can learn how to read, they go use that.
Definitely.
Because they could sit down in the bathroom at home, on the toilet, and use it. They could sit down in their car somewhere. They could sit down on the beach. They could sit down in the garden and use it and teach themselves to read without having to go through going into a place with a bunch of other people and people there, and they know, oh, he couldn't, big he, and he can't read. But if it is integrated into the technology, it will help solve the problem. Yeah? That's what that in my view, that is what has to happen. We can't step away from the technology, but we have to utilize the technology like the church. If the church is going to recruit people, some churches there and you realize the church emptying out. And then the people who are in charge of the church start to say, but what going on? The church just getting empty. But you're not going out there into where people, you're not going out onto the blocks where the guys linemen that you want into the church and try and recruit them. You're not going out into the different, it's a far out one, but I know there was this particular church in Trinidad many years ago. You know what they did? They bring out a Juve band. They take all the soca from the air, they remix it into gospel, and they go on the road. Properly dressed, they ain't go scantily dressed and so on.
Splendid.
So people hearing the songs and so, but you're hearing the beat and you're hearing the song, so you're thinking is that song. And they start tripping and things, only to realize when it reach up, it's a church band.
How would I give them band of the year?
They say, I must check out that church. But the church get a lot of people like that. Because people start to say, but I must check out that church. When Christ come, what he did? He spent all the time in the temple? Or he go down among the people?
Among the people.
Christ didn't spend all the time in the temple. He went among the people. So you have to go where the people that you want to reach are. And when it comes to education, right now, we know that most of our teenagers and our preteens and so on are on social media. So we have to go there and bring them. Yeah? So I don't know. Maybe other people have different views on it. You can call 440-7377.
But, not in that, as you said, a lot of young people, right? They may not be versed in the academics in school and so, but with the gadget, with the computers and so, you'll be amazed, Sheldon, to hear the conversation that they carry out about a particular topic, right? Based on what they pick up on the computer, right? How they apply certain things. Very good with their hands. They look at the computer, see how something, and they're going to apply it right there. We need that, you say, to incorporate most of these things much more into our children's lives.
And also to one of the points that the caller was making as well, that the technical areas, some people tend to look down on the technical areas. But let me tell you all something.
Money maker.
And believe me when I say it. Good morning to the Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis. Believe me when I say this, there are plumbers in this country that on a monthly basis make more than a government minister.
Oh, that's joke.
There are electricians in this country who, when they finish on a monthly basis, make more money than the salary of the prime minister.
Mechanics. Right,
well, don't even talk about mechanics.
Right here in Grenada, bodywork men. You understand? Right here in Grenada, they make more money than almost
a government minister. If your government minister is working for a lot of money,
or even some professionals that in the private sector. These guys who have their own business as mechanics and they make way more than them.
They are, and that's a factor. Plumbers who make more money than a government minister. With just the work that they do on a monthly basis, they make more than, if you check their yearly salary overall as well, it's more than a government minister makes. Yeah? So don't look down at plumbers, don't look down at electricians and so on. Your child is interested in that and you don't want them do that.
Want to be a part
I
of
don't
them.
want them bouncing up their hand in a vehicle, I don't want them fixing vehicle and all that kind of thing. No. Encourage them. Yeah? Because you never know. You just never know. So some are versed in the academics, some are versed in the technical areas. The school system identifies over a period of time. That's why they do certain things in certain ways so they can identify and guide the students into those directions. Whether it's small business and enterprise, you realize you have a child and every now and again they come with a set of snacks and sell in the class and so you realize, but there's a salesman.
Always want to sell.
Yeah, you realize there's a salesman. And Skeeter, you realize there's a salesman. You start to work with that one. Yeah? But that's all of these things are things that have to be taken into consideration. Yeah? Trevor is saying the fact that plumbers in New York City make as much as a doctor, and that's true.
Or even more too.
Yeah, the guys who doing the joiners, making furniture and so, they make a lot of money as well too, Especially when the Christmas coming up there just now.
A lot of money.
And we should start playing parang from now, or you think it's too early?
It's not too early. September. We go break down September.
We can start to play parang from September.
Because the August we still gain homage to the carnival.
Devon, I have a
remnants.
question for you though, because I've been listening to Dum Dum for the past 2 days, casting aspersions and making a lot of foolish and erroneous statements. You could tell when somebody dunce as to how a government does run. Anyhow, but did has any child in the state of Grenada, inclusive of the islands of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, has any child for the school term gone to school without a book, without any of the books? The school term ain't start yet.
You know, nothing going on here.
But the way he talking, I would have thought that schools open and all the children were inside there without any books and so on. The teachers just sit down there twiddling their thumbs. School ain't even open yet.
Still have another 2 weeks, 2 perhaps 3 weeks max.
I'm trying to understand what's the big fuss about. Additional, the 2 major bookstores were approached by the Ministry of Education. They were told, make your bid to supply the books for the book program. Only one made a bid. The other one did not bid to supply books for the school program. But yet still Dum Dum and friends try to give the impression that government only give it to one person. But, you know, I could dig and start to talk about who used to bring in books under the NDC, you know. No, I could dig. No, we could start to talk about that, you know. If you want to have a conversation about who bringing in school books, we could have a conversation about who relatives
And
who was in certain position was bringing in school books under the school book program and being paid by the Ministry of Education. If you want to have that conversation, we could have that conversation.
We'll definitely have it in time to come.
And believe me, when we have that conversation, it's going to be a real rough
It
conversation.
wouldn't taste nice.
Yeah. But trying, and I watch Sir Daniel Williams, Lady Williams, sue them. Sue them.
In time to come.
They come in and make these kind of statements and all kind of thing. Sue them.
They're disrespectful.
They feel saying alleged or savior. I know alleged. Alleged and saving in a court of law. Sue them.
Allege. What is allege? The statement is
Trying
made.
to give the impression that some sort of collusion and some sort of... I mean, come on. Even the change in the books.
Yes.
The change in the books is not. And I heard the lady seemed to be an intelligent person, and she was trying to explain to the idiot this morning. Listen, that is not how the thing goes. This comes from CXC. It's a regional thing. And if you have a book, all books come out with mistakes in them from time to time. All books, they come out with little mistakes, or the information is updated from time to time. We are at the stage in 2018 where several of the textbooks across the board are being updated. They are not being updated by the government of Grenada.
But they can't.
They are being updated by CXC on a regional level. So it's not a Grenada thing. It is a regional thing where the textbooks are being upgraded. As such, the books that were used last year cannot be used, well, not cannot, but should not be used this year. Because some parts of the book might be the same, but you will have changes in different sections and it may or may not put your child at a disadvantage. Yeah? The mere fact, though, that so many parents have decided that, look, I'm going to buy my school books on my own, shows that they have the ability. They decide, like, for instance, myself, I'm not putting my child in the school book program. There are other people out there who cannot afford. I could afford to buy the books. But there are people out there who cannot afford to buy the books. Their children have to have first preference in the school book program. That's how I see it. That's why I have never put my children in the school book program. It's not that I'm against the program. It is just my belief that as long as I can, if the day comes that I can't, then they go in the school book program. But as long as I can, I should purchase the books for my child. My father never make a note when he get my book list to buy my books. I should not complain to buy books for my child. I have no problem doing it.
That's your responsibility.
That's my responsibility. Yeah? But there are people who genuinely cannot. And as such, they are being afforded the opportunity through the book program so that they can get the books.
So why should me and you, who can afford to we have one child or two children, why should we burden the state, right, to provide books for our children when we can afford it?
Of course.
I mean, come on. It doesn't.
We have a call on the line.
Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
How do you do?
Well,
Quite
we're
fine.
fine.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to be on the radio because he was stiff.
No, man, I day.
Okay, anyway, also morning to your co-host, Mr. How do you call him? Mr.
Devon.
Sir Romain.
Not Devon, I don't want to first name.
Sir Romain.
Mr. Romain.
Yes, sir.
That's Mr. Romain that used to be on the shop on the corner there.
The shop on the corner.
On the corner by
In town.
next side there on the bus terminus.
Oh, yeah, that's my family.
Your family?
Yes.
That's your father?
First cousin, no.
That's the man, okay, that's the man that have all the cow in the pasture.
Yes,
Right,
first
right,
cousin.
right.
That's the place the morning of the invasion. He go and he back in the BTR and mash up the man place.
Stop saying that. you go make my family remember that.
Devon Romain was responsible for backing up a BTR or BRDM?
BTR.
A BTR. Yes.
Oh,
He was in charge of the unit and he was the one that mashed up his own cousin place by backing up a BTR into the place.
Well, I would sympathize with him because you know something. It's not what he might be with them in the judge. You know, there's a thing called bung away. So the unit bung away, so he couldn't control that.
we was trying to hide the BTR from the incoming helicopters and bombers and so, but it's all good.
It worked anyway. All of them come out alive, so it worked.
The best place you have to hide the thing is I'm going inside the man building. You're going to see.
But even see how this BTR fit real nice inside of that shop. Right there.
I was just talking though.
Yeah, well,
I worked in town for some time though, and that was my good party. You know what I mean? So I know.
if he listened now, he would be laughing. Because you know what he did? He came after the BTR went in there and everything and said, he came after. He took out most of the important things that he had there. Monies and papers and what. And he told us, he said, look, the bar is open. Well, I mean, we already break the place, so right. The bar is open. Yes, he give us cigarettes. He give us.
You know the reason why he did that? You know the reason why he did this?
Why?
He did that because of fear. He was after
No,
he was so frightened.
No, he wasn't afraid. He wasn't really afraid.
No,
but
I know he's a man that had the belly, you know.
Yeah. And not only that, right? Just a couple of days before, he lost one of his sons.
Okay.
On the fort.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah.
I mean, he was going through some period, but he was genuine. He came out. He wasn't scared. He came out. He said, "Look, I understand everything like that. Take what you all need, whatever, and everything, and everything." And we did, when we left there, we did push back in the door and everything to sort of secure it. So
I talk to you now, and I'm seeing. I have his picture in my mind.
Yes.
I see his little part right in front of here there.
Yes. And he still holds that part, eh?
Yeah, I know.
In front.
I know.
Yes, sir.
He's a nice man, very nice man.
Very nice man.
Indeed.
I'll tell you something. What I call, I listened to Mr. Scott mention a word a while ago, and the word is idiot. Now,
I can't help it. Sorry, I can't help it.
you see, we have a society, and I understand, Mr. Scott, that you used to be a teacher.
No, and actually,
Were you a teacher?
No.
You never were.
I was actually I did the induction program. I was called to teach at 2 schools, but I decided to go into the media instead.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I heard so. I thought you was a teacher, but
I
that you
do
wanted
help, yeah.
to be a teacher, and then you would have known then the role of a teacher
Yeah.
was to teach, right? So you cannot teach somebody who is already taught. Somebody without knowledge with knowledge in the head, you can't teach them because you relate to them. So your teaching starts when you meet people who does not have anything in the head. So some of the people that you maybe feel are idiots are some of the people you need to teach. So you have to understand that they're going to come at you from time to time. But your role is to just, you go back inside and try to teach them. In a way they will understand, because I understand very well what you're saying, because I discussed that with the Ministry of Education a lot of years ago. You know, the changes of the book and the miscommunication student to student because of the changes to regular, the change of the books that is so regular.
Yeah.
But you have to empathize with the society too, because there's a lot of politics playing in everything. and the behavior of some people will be political.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to see that way.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than call them idiot, I thought you should, okay, without the word, here's how the system works, and here's what is happening.
No, but you see, the thing is,
understand?
The reason I would say that is because this morning there was a caller and the lady explained the proper thing to the individual.
Yeah.
And they started to tell the lady, no, she don't know what she's talking about, she have it wrong.
Yeah.
And the lady took the time and she explained the proper thing, that this is a thing comes down from CXC, everything.
Yeah.
And they just, you see, there's none so foolish as he refuses to see the truth. They know the truth but refuse to accept it.
Well, you see, okay, because as I tell you, the society is so diverse and there is so much things running in people's mind that here is a situation now, okay, I get you in a corner and I go and shoot you. And that's what it is. So you have to recognize that, say, okay, that's they're coming from that angle. Mm-hmm. And you just put them to order. But the word, I don't like the word because we are brilliant people and you are a brilliant guy. I listen to you, I even don't know call, but I listen to you very, very often, you know, and I listen to your topics all the time. And so that word, it has me taken back. Because an idiot, the definition, part of the definition for an idiot is a crazy person.
No, but you might see a picture of that individual next to the word in the dictionary or the thesaurus.
So I'll say,
you might see a picture of that person.
Because I'll tell you something.
If there's a crazy person, then
the person wrong. That word, called me an idiot. That's a punch. And something else might come after that word, and another one, another one. And eventually, the hatred becomes so deep that person, even though you might have been in a position to teach them something, I don't want to hear anything from him. This, that, and the other. So the anger will linger, and the anger spills from 1 to 2 to 3, and it broadens up. There's a time in Grenada now, what we have to do, and I've been talking to Minister of Finance a while ago, we have to come back home, because whilst things is not going bad, things that we cannot control is coming us. The cost of things becoming so high externally and then internally that we get into a point where don't care what the government is going to do, things is going to get out of hand on the socio level, the socio-economic level. So we have to try to prevent these things from happening and to fuse our people together. Fuse our people together so that we can change the direction. Because the large countries have no interest in us anymore. And I keep saying it from time to time, there is no power in size, but power in ability. So because we're small, they say, no, well, we can't say that in the United Nations, we cannot say that in the World Bank because we're a small country. And I don't believe in that. I said, look, let us use our abilities to create the power for the change. So we'll get these people to understand, look, not because we come from small countries. Let me tell you something. We have sense and we can do it just as you are doing it if you will allow us to do what we're supposed to do. So power is in size, it's in abilities, and not in size. And so I'm saying that to say, let us bring the society back together, fuse it together, you know, so we could interact, and these words may never appear, may never occur, you know, because the harmony is there. So I don't know if you will accept this from me, but genuinely, I give that to you because you're a guy that I admire a lot.
All right.
Right?
Thank you so very much, sir.
Have a good day.
All right. Great.
Have a wonderful day.
Beautiful. Yes, indeed. 4407377, and we have a note there.
347-329-3101.
We do have a note here, though, from the Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis.
Yes.
Saraka in Tivoli today.
Later.
Listen, Minister, if you have curry crab up there and you have oil long curry crab and thing, just send me a message. Let me know.
And if you have the fish, the real fish, right? Not the ice fish and thing and like that. The real thing that coming in the back of poultry and things.
Send a local message.
Send a local message and see.
Send a local
Sheldon
message.
and Devon, yes, you can.
Even if you want to
come.
WhatsApp me, send a local message and let us know.
Yeah.
And we go think.
Yeah, we go take it from there. Brenda,
Also,
good morning, darling.
Also, there's a piece of information I want persons to know. I've seen it floating around there. The Sandals Foundation, they're having a free dental care. Well, it's going to be happening at 2 locations, basically. A bunch of dentists are going to be coming in and offering those services. It's provided by volunteer dentists in both Guelph at the Anglican Pastoral Center and Westall at the Westall Secondary School. Excuse me, folks, I'm just having a problem with my throat. August the 20th to the 31st, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's at the Anglican Pastoral Center and the Westall Secondary School from August the 27th to the 31st, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You could register on site on Mondays. First come, first served. They're doing cleaning, sealants, filling, extraction, dentists from the USA and Canada. All right, so you can check them out at the Sandals Foundation. They're doing that little something, you understand? So you could go and sort yourself out nicely. All right, nice.
I love that something. Look at what Hannah just said, Sheldon.
What is Hannah's problem?
I want crab too. But look at the top what she put.
Cook crab?
You're very careful of what you ask for.
Cook crab, right? Yes, we're gonna make sure you get.
Yeah, you get cook crab.
Depot saying Devon did better than the man from St. Paul's who find AK from the phone.
Depot.
Let me not dig up that today now. Let me leave that there.
Depot Lee go to alone, eh? Oh God!
That could end up kind of different today. Well,
the time coming closer, so I guess Depot starting the thing.
We're gonna have that conversation again
very
when
soon.
The time comes. Yes. On that particular day, we'll have that conversation once again. All right, we'll probably get somebody else to come and give their story.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that.
On that day, Devon know who was there and who was close enough to come and do that. Yeah. So he'll come and he'll do that. 440-7377. That's a 440-7377.
And 347-329-3101. That's the overseas line.
Yeah, so Tivoli Saraka taking place this afternoon. Hey, there's also a play tonight, I believe, at the Trade Center, Kidnap Love, by Ricardo Keynes Douglas. And then there's the Comedy Festival at the National Stadium tomorrow. So there's a lot of things taking place still, you know.
Activities.
Yeah, you can go to the you can go down to the tonight you can go to the Trade Center for the play Kidnap Love by Ricardo Keynes Douglas, RKD Theatre. Tomorrow, Oliver and crew will be there at the National Stadium. You're laughing until you roll. Yeah, you're laughing until you're rolling. Last week, I did jumping up. This week, you're laughing up. Yeah.
And don't forget, last lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angel Haps. From Saturday evening. Right? Yeah. And so
they can put on the costume and everything and you come on out.
Yeah. You have a caller. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Brother Devon. How are you?
Good morning, Ms. Jacob.
Morning.
I'm so fine.
And good morning, Senator Sheldon Scott.
Morning, my dear.
Well, I come to give a little news for those senior citizens. We senior citizens, they tell us we're getting our money next week. Why? We see Thursday, August month had 2 holidays in it. So they cannot give us the 16th when it was yesterday. So they tell us they're having it next week, Thursday. So asking you, please, if you could give it out for us, please, I will thank you for that. Okay. And God bless you all. Are you doing a wonderful job? This is Miss Jacob saying have a wonderful weekend.
All right, my dear.
Jacob.
Okay.
One love.
Bye-bye.
Yes, all right.
And folks, there's another issue that keeps popping up from time to time that I think we need to put to bed once and for all. There is a lie, not just a rumor, there's a lie that's being circulated and has continued to be circulated by members and activists of the National Democratic Congress that each parliamentary representative is receiving a $10,000 on a monthly basis. In fact, the latest one that has been perpetuating that lie is Stephen Andrews out there in Carriacou, saying that the parliamentary representative is receiving $10,000 to do projects. That is a lie. It is untrue. It's the reason Philip Alexander is in court with Delma Thomas right now. It is not true. There's no $10,000 allocation to members of parliament on a monthly basis. I don't know any one of them that is receiving that. Yeah? None of us know any parliamentary representative that is receiving a $10,000 allowance on a monthly basis.
I thought that was debunked and get rid of a whole long time. They've been saying that. I thought they got over that already. That foolishness they keep talking.
Man, absolute nonsense.
Oh my God.
I mean, oh goodness, you didn't learn nothing from the licks you get? None of you learn anything from the licks that you get. I don't like to go back onto that. Yes. Because it does seem like a gloating, but I don't want to gloat, but it's just like, you just ain't learning. Yeah? But the good thing is, while they're talking, you have the parliamentary representatives working.
They're working.
I've been seeing, up to yesterday, I saw some picture of the Honorable Kendra Matthew and Stewart out there helping to build a bathroom and toilet for a family onto their home and so on. I've been seeing her doing some road projects and some other projects out there in Carriacou, keeping herself pretty busy. You've been seeing the same thing with each of the members of parliament. You've been seeing them doing different projects and so out there. But they receive, you know what they want though? What people like the Tevins and the Philip Alexanders, who doesn't seem to have snapped back from election up to now. He's still parading until everybody say like he's tripping off. But up to now, we're laughing at that. So people say Philip Alexander like he's tripping off. You understand? The man can't face reality. He can't face that he lose.
The price to
they just can't accept they lose. Anyway. But the thing is simply this. The lies are unnecessary. No member of parliament is receiving a $10,000 allowance on a monthly basis to do little projects in the constituencies. But they're saying that because they want you, John Public, to believe it. And then when you need something done, you're going to go by the parliamentary representative. And if it cannot be done, then you go vex and say, oh, you're playing wicked. You're getting $10,000 to do that and you ain't doing it. That's what they want to know. That's what they're trying to set up in your mind. They're trying to solidify that lie in your mind so that they can get you to be upset with the parliamentary representative. That's what they want. They want to send a wedge between that relationship you have with your representative. So they continue trying to perpetuate this lie about a $10,000. They've got the same budget documents that I've got. Yeah? I can go now and pull a budget document. There's no $10,000 in it. Because once it's being paid by the state, it has to go into the budget document, or another supplemental has to be done and pass through Parliament. So you could still obtain the document, pass through Parliament, that says now we're making an allocation of $10,000 to each parliamentary representative. Nothing like the like has been done. In fact, recently, just before the carnival, the same, I nearly said the word idiot again. My friend said don't say idiot. So me and he cool. I'll leave the idiot alone. You know, big man thing, right? Nice. But that same individual was out there trying to give the impression that NNP pass a set of money in the dark of the night, in the noise of the carnival, to go and use it. That's nonsense. You have a new government. It's not the same government you had before March 13th. Yes, it's of the same party, but you have different ministers, you have new ministries. As such, the budget that was passed in the upper and lower houses, the budget of X amount that was passed, in that budget, for instance, let's just use an example here. It may have environment. The Ministry of the Environment would have been under Ministry of Health, and as such, it would have had a specific allocation for environment under the Ministry of Health. But now environment is separate from health together with climate change and so on. You have a new ministry. In order to put money into that ministry, in order to put staff into that ministry and projects under that ministry, you now have to do a supplemental. You have to do a change to the budget that was passed at the end of last year. That is what was done. Because you have different ministries, you now have to make allocations for those ministries. It does not mean that government budget bust and they go back and trying to borrow our money and all this kind of thing. But they wouldn't understand. And these are people that say they want to run the country, but they don't even understand simply how the budget does operate.
I think they understand, but they deliberately trying to mislead the Grenadian people. You understand?
I can't understand this one.
Foolishness.
Because it's simple to understand. You had a Ministry of Health and the Environment, etc., etc., right? You now have the Ministry of Health and you have the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change, and so on.
Of course.
So you must make a supplementary, you must make an additional to place money into the new ministry. You cannot just do as some of them that say, okay, as the Minister of Finance, as the Prime Minister, just put money there. No. it has to go through the proper channel. So it must go through the Parliament of Grenada in the same way that the other one went through the Parliament of Grenada. That is what was done. Nothing was passed in the middle of the night. It was done. In fact, the Parliament said it was how much weeks before Carnival?
2 weeks.
2 or so weeks before Carnival. You had the sitting of the lower house, then you had the sitting of the upper house, and it was explained in both instances.
July was the last.
Because you have to make a supplemental. Ivan. Anyway, we have a call.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, quite fine.
Good.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Could you say again?
No, I said go right ahead, you're live.
Yes. Just want to remind your listeners out there of our pan event tomorrow.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
I know we call the voice, man.
Sound like I catch you, man.
You catch me today.
yeah, I done the Carnival voice today, man.
The Carnival voice still on?
Yeah.
But boy, it's going to take a little while to recuperate. And a friend of mine just asked me this morning if you're okay. I said, not yet, but I'm getting there.
Yes, but go right ahead.
Yes. So we have this real seal event on the Carnage. We're inviting all the mass players. Even if you didn't play mass, we start at 7 tomorrow. Now that is weather permitting. We are quite aware of the system that that's forming to the east of us. It may bring a bit of rain showers. We're not sure what time it's coming yet, but nevertheless we're still planning for the event, but with an eye on the weather. So yes, 7 o'clock tomorrow, Port Highway. Come jump to Grenada's leading steel band. You'll have the Angel Harps. You'll have Comancheros. 1-2 of the other bands have promised to come down. We're still just waiting confirmation, but you definitely would have at least 2 steel bands on the road tomorrow. Mm-hmm. From 7 we start at the Port Highway down to the Carnage and back. So come on, wave goodbye to Carnival 2018. Put on your costume, whatever it is you played mass with. Mm-hmm. So there's Shortney, Veko, Wild Indian, Pretty Mass.
Monday night?
If you just stood on the side and you watch.
Monday night mass?
Even Monday night mass.
Jab
Anybody
too?
and everybody is welcome.
Jab too?
Jab too.
Okay. Just checking.
Everybody is welcome. It's a final last lap. The Carnival 2018.
Wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
I
boss.
expect to see you there too, huh?
Yes, most likely I'll be there. Right?
I can't see you nowhere for the Carnival.
No.
I've seen your co-host almost everywhere.
Well, at least he representing.
No. You have to represent it.
Knock me I Juve morning and don't get up.
All right. I'll make it an appointment.
I expect to see you there.
I will. All right.
All
right, boss. Take care. Yeah. Oh, Sheldon. Also, tonight. I think, and subject to correction, and so the national team, football team, has an engagement tonight.
Spice Boys against the Reggae Boys.
The Reggae Boys tonight.
Yeah, that's National Stadium.
Kirani James. Kirani James.
Tenil. What going on? Senting, yeah, at the Kirani James.
Yeah, not national.
Football and Athletic Stadium. Yes, Senting.
Remember, we have 2 big stadiums, One is a national stadium, and one is a Kirani James Athletics and Football Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So proud. I mean, a country as ours to, have 2 massive stadiums.
Yes, indeed. 4407377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside of this morning's program.
347. I want
to
make
17 minutes remaining, huh?
I want to make a comment on the guy with the green van and the flag. But I don't get a problem with that. I'll tell you why. The gentleman is in the greenhouse, is in a house, and he has this flag carrying behind him, indicating that, look, he's calling all his NDC persons to join him into the house. They're welcome. The house is big enough.
To be honest with you, it's not a problem for me. People just talk, but to be honest, if you want to fly it for the next 5 years, I don't care.
Yeah, he just,
It's his vehicle because he can't tell me what to put on mine.
Yes.
So I can't tell him what to put on his own. But I find people just be talking about it, so I just mention it every now and again, but me really care. You could fly it from now until Kingdom Committee going and change the result.
And at all. And he's definitely aware of that. And so, but he's giving a lot of support, in my view, to the new National Party. Look at the colors. And he's driving. So.
Some people like drama, boys. Some people really like drama. They real like thing.
Oh God. Let's see what.
Yeah, not the
That's
car, not the
fun.
car boat that come in there again.
Boy.
What we fitting them car and them
Can
now?
containers and container boat, boy.
You're joking, right?
I'm
Not
telling
the
you.
car boat that just come in there again to drop more cars again.
Yeah, that's what going
But
on
where,
there.
where we put in there? Which you done a line of traffic sometime?
Man, and you have a big container ship right there trying to offload. I mean, where the room? I mean, we got to consider that.
PM, like we had to put on an addition some part of Grenada because like we will need more space to drive just now. There's some
this 143 square miles we have there, we had to increase it.
43?
Well, yeah, we increased it a bit.
Okay.
I mean, in the north and the south, you know.
Sorry.
I understand. We had a port, and then we have the breakwater in Sotes. So that adds some an additional square feet and so to our island. So Grenada is getting much bigger under the new national party. Wow.
Yeah. 440737 440737. That's the number for you to call.
And 347-329-3101.
Yeah. Let me say a special good morning to the Benjamin family out there in Petit Martinique, and congratulations to Maria. Yeah, you get 8, girl. Yeah, you get good. 8 of them. Nice. 8 subjects. Yeah, Maria, and she get maths and she get English.
Oh,
in the 8 that she get.
Wonderful,
so Maria Benjamin out there, out in Petit Martinique. Congratulations to you, girl.
Congratulations in order.
Yeah, I know Erica and Irina and them go make sure everything
okay. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Hey, just a reminder for Grenlec. Made a report about an electrical pole and the light pole in Gramba, right at the entrance of the cemetery. The number of the pole is JN9. Right? It's a very important light. It's in an intersection that the residents around need it. It's dark, right? There are a lot of senior citizens living around there, so we kindly appreciate Grenlec if you do something for us of that light pole. JN9, right there, situated at the entrance of the cemetery road going in Grambra to go into the cemetery. Thank you, Grenlec.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so it's time to put an end to some of these things. This thing about $10,000, it is not true. It is not true. Ask them to find in the budget which part it is that each of the parliamentary representatives find it and show me. Yeah? Because if I would like them to say that I am lying, and I'd like them to go and bring the budget document and show me where in it that allocation is being made.
You see, and too, they have nothing else to discuss and to talk about, Sheldon, so they have to continue to rehash all sort of foolishness.
I tell you, I would have swear that school had opened and that children were in school without books.
Without books already.
I would have sworn that was the situation and that school opened and all children was in school without any books and that kind of thing. And that's why these people were getting on like that.
Carnival ain't done yet, you know. Carnival, we're still in the Carnival week. You know what I'm saying? But again, as we say, what motivates them is the hatred and dislike, right?
But also the belief that the average Grenadian is an idiot. That's what they believe. I know my friend don't like me use that word, but that's what they believe.
They keep on saying
they believe that the average Grenadian is not intelligent. So they believe that anything they throw out, that person would grab it and believe it. Because they believe that they are a higher level than you. They believe that they're more intelligent than you. They often speak about people from other political persuasions as being idiots and less intelligent and that sort of thing. That's how they perceive you. But don't get it wrong. That's also how they perceive their own people. Because if you know that your child gets books under the school program, you know that the program exists, but they're trying to convince you that the program don't exist. Well, that's not going to tell you that the sky pink.
How my child get all our school books through the program to go into Form 4? This year I'm talking about. Not last year or year before or years ago. This year, she got all hers together with a lot of other students in SAS. Understand? So, hey, it's I know it's crazy. Yes, Depot, I will. Thanks for the information. I will double check and ensure that everything is okay.
Yes, indeed. 440737 into the final 12 minutes of today's program. The final 12 minutes of today's program.
And the carnival, the ending of the carnival week. Yeah, you know.
I just realized I had this thing behind my back. I should have it in front of me. I should have it in front of me. Yeah, should I really not put it in the back there? Because I had to get something, and I think the person probably called and I engaged you.
I find you look at you're following Philip and you're driving everything behind you.
Yeah, well, man, I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on here. Yeah. Yes, indeed. 4407377. That's the number.
347-329-3101. Give us a call. We still got what? Another 10 minutes?
But even outside of the dental clinics that they're having, folks, remember you could go out to Gentle Dental Care. Yeah, go upstairs the Bruce Street Mall. Go and check out.
Very gentle.
And if you mention that Sheldon and Devon send you,
better yet,
you won't get a little something off.
Better yet.
Yeah,
you're coming out there smiling.
Go to Gentle
only white
Dental
we seen,
Care.
yeah.
Because see, the thing is this, and this is why I tend when I can, and because if you can afford it, I have a specific dentist that I go to. I go to Julie Dubois, and because you see, I can always do my follow-ups.
Yeah.
Rather than when somebody from overseas, they come, they do something and they're gone. But she's here and I could do my follow-ups and that kind of thing. You understand?
Very
but
important.
if you get any opportunity to get it done and you can't afford,
get it
go
done.
to the Sandals Foundation thing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello. That person is listening in the background.
Yes.
Hello. Hey, Popo.
Hey.
Popo.
Hello.
Hi, Popo. Hello. Oh boy, they ain't paying attention. We got to move to the next call.
I want to say good morning to Kami. Kami, you've been missing, and I know you're not feeling too well.
She know 100%.
Well, yeah, her foot has been.
Hi, good morning, Sheldon. Good morning, Devon.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, we fine.
Okay, I am calling. You hearing me?
You're live. You're live. Go ahead.
Yes, I am calling to congratulate all the students in Grenada who have performed extremely well at the CX's level.
Good morning, Minister.
Honorable Delma
And
Thomas.
I also want to take time up to wish all those in St. Andrews, Karina, Blas from SAS, and all the others within the constituency and by extension the entire St. Andrews. Congratulate them on the work well done, and I want to say that the journey has just begun. I want to encourage them to, as they move on to the tertiary education, to continue to work hard, continue to study hard, and do their best to make themselves, their family, and the country proud.
Honorable Delma Thomas, you're sneaking on me there.
Yeah, man, I wanted to stick it on you.
but here all you're getting at $10,000. What kind of shoppiness is this?
Well,
they learn.
You don't know. Well, you heard that before. You recall me having to address when Philip Alexander said the same thing before.
Yeah.
And then I tried to sought legal advice and all that, and then I didn't continue with that case after, because I decide the people will decide when they have the facts, because the city Sheldon, only the truth that can stand the test of time, and truth need no legal advice. The fact is, government money, if it's given to us, it will be recorded. You cannot give ministers money and not record it. So the facts are there, the evidence are there, whether or not we ever receive any monies. You know, it's just so much a propaganda, and they will continue to lose and lose again, again, because they're only concerned about lies and propaganda, not honesty.
Yeah, and they're trying to...
Minister Matthew, I've seen on Facebook where the person who ran for the NDC last elections saying that Minister from the representative from Carriacou and Martinique is receiving $10,000 a month. Same old propaganda again and again and again. Same old thing. So we'll continue to do what we have to do as a government. We'll continue to work with the people. We'll continue to reach out and do what is expected of us. So let them continue with their lies and their propaganda. NDC would get into government after maybe a lot of us would have no longer be involved in politics.
Yes, Minister.
Mm-hmm.
Minister Bola just come inside and whisper something to me there as well.
Minister, tell you something there?
Yes, in truth, because you know the other thing is this, while we keep saying is we're not getting a 10,000, you have to understand you're not getting anything.
I'm not getting anything, no.
Not a cent, zero, zilch, zot. I mean, because they might try to twist it now and start to say, no, it's not 10,000 again, it's 20. It's 50. But you're not getting anything.
The bigger question is where exactly is this money coming from and where? Because you're consistently hearing this thing that they're giving you for projects. But if a contractor do a work in the constituency, they will tell you that the check they receive come from the government of Grenada, not Delma Thomas.
That will go in the treasury.
I've never paid anybody any cash money for any work they do in any constituency. I've not given anybody any checks in my name. In fact, I do not even have a checkbook. I mean, I've heard in recent times that I have house in Lansapin and I have, it's just propaganda.
So you know. You remember back in 2013, it was Honorable Emlyn Pierre that was supposed to have the house in Lansapin.
Honorable Kate Lewis also has a house in things. So what I want to find out, Sheldon, is whether or not the government of Grenada building houses in Lansapin for when you become minister of government, you automatically get a house. Because you're hearing all this propaganda, lies. I heard I had one in Plains before. That's the first time I ran for election. Then that quiet down. In recent times, I've heard it again. I've heard that I'm living in St. Patrick's because I say people begging me. Actually, and that's an issue that must be dealt with, about people begging you. I am the representative for St. Andrews Northwest, and the only issue is the word beg, because beg is a really a word that is emotionally charged. So when you say somebody beg, then it creates a kind of feeling. But people in the constituency of St. Andrews Northwest, they have a right to come to me as their representative and ask me for assistance for particular programs that government is offering. This is not beg. This is my responsibility. When I give up myself to run for office, I knew I was getting into where I'm supposed to represent my constituency without fear or favor. Despite of the political affiliation, I am expected to represent them. So if somebody comes to me and they say they need some assistance for housing and and I have to direct them to the correct place and they get the assistance, this is no begging. So let us stop using the beg and try to make people feel in a particular kind of way, because there's no way I would even refer to that and say somebody come in and beg me. Because I always say I came from a family of begging, really. If you really, and I knew how I feel when I had to do that. So I would never refer to anybody as beggar, because I know how much this word is emotionally charged. So when they come with their lies and their propaganda, it would not stand with anybody, because the truth is, no one cannot. And in fact, they say in Moncton, Sheldon, to make it even worse. I am from Moncton. That's where I live. And I always cussing the people in Moncton. What do you think I'm cussing them for? Because they're not coming to me. They feel, well, I mean, they feel so honored to have their representative living with them that they do not want to hurt my head. So they don't come. I say, look at my house here. What? Come and check me. I say, when I was in opposition, you come in and check me. How come you don't come in and check me? Yesterday I was in a funeral and telling a friend of mine who always by me before. She didn't want to come now because people start talking about this begging thing. I say, well, Yusuf, you don't have your head on. I say, you come by me before. Come now still. I'm living in the area. I'm part of it. I'm part of the area. You have a right, and make it worse now, I'm even your parliamentary representative, so you have a right to come by me.
Yes.
So when you're talking about people coming to ask me for things, tell them, maybe talk about somewhere else, maybe in a country, not Grenada. Not the people of St. Andrews Northwest. Because the people of St. Andrews Northwest do not come to beg. They come to seek what is rightfully theirs in terms of what government is offering. So they could stop the foolishness. Because that would not stand and it would not make any sense. That will not give them any seat. In fact, we just won the last election, 15-0 again. So we have a whole 4+ years for Philip to continue with the big yellow flag and for NDC to continue with the propaganda.
Brother.
Minister.
Yes, sir.
But I need to say this as well, though. There's a difference between ask and beg.
No, true.
Because there's a certain level of desperation that's attached to the word beg. And I think they keep doing that. And they keep making the statement about the 10,000 because they want people to feel now that you have something holding for them.
That like you have money in your hand, so people coming out here. They want to make people feel like you have cash in your hand that is given.
That
and
when
in
you
fact,
come,
that resonates with some people. Like once a lady came to me and I said I do not have any money right now for a particular thing, and she said, "Well, ain't they giving you this money every month?" That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So they believe that some people, they get into some people's skin to make them believe that we are receiving some special money.
Yeah.
To assist people to pay bills and to do projects. This is not factual. Government will assist you, but you have to. It's true. Government means, and the checks are made from the government of Grenada to the individuals, not from any parliamentary representative.
But again, Minister, the budget documents are there. The supplementary has been passed through the Parliament of Grenada. And I would like them to pull either the budget document or the supplementary and show where any money is given to parliamentarians on a monthly basis, any 10,000 or 20,000 or 5,000 or even $5 that is given to parliamentarians on a monthly basis for them to do little thing in the constituency. And so I challenge them to pull the budget document or any document and show where that is.
Yeah, true.
Because it must go through there. It cannot be spent unless it goes through there.
That's exactly.
The Prime Minister can't just come and say, well, give all of them $10,000. Or the Ministry of Finance cannot come and say, just give. It must come through Parliament.
It must come through Parliament. And the truth is, they have the facts. It's not no ignorance. They have the facts. It's a means to get under people's skin, as I said earlier. It's a means to make people feel that we have an obligation and we have monies to do certain things in our hands. We have cash money. So they could come to us. They have the facts, but they continue to lie and lie and lie and lie, not realizing that they will lie and stay in opposition until you have a real bunch of people who are really willing and honest about themselves to really deal with the issues of the country of Grenada, Carriacou, and Martinique.
Yeah, they go lie till they lie down.
Yeah, they go lie till they lie down. They'll lie until they lose over and over, and then all they have to resign one by one and look for new candidates.
Minister, we quickly running out of time. Right, but you know what? You need to come in studio and speak with us one of these days soon, because we know you've done a lot in St. Andrew Northwest, and we want to we know the people of St. Andrew Northwest know, but we want the rest of Grenada to know as well.
All right,
so soon.
Yeah,
all right, thank you so very much.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Yeah,
well said by the minister.
Minister sneaking on us today, man.
Yeah. She make no bones about how she feel and what is
because
right.
It's a lie. Yeah. It's a lie, and it's an easy one to deal with. Any payments being made, but look. Even if the government of Grenada negotiates a loan right now, let's say even for $100,000, if the government of Grenada negotiates a loan for that right now, you know it must go through the Parliament.
It has to.
It has to come to Parliament.
It has to.
So nothing could be hidden. It can't have any situation there where anybody receiving monies and people don't know. It must pass through a particular system. Yeah, it must pass through. I think we have a caller online.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello.
That person is listening to us on the radio.
Yeah. And they hung up. Yeah, they hung up. All right. Yes. So that's it for today, and that's it for the week. Carnival week.
Carnival week.
Yeah, and we need to say to all of you that still are on the island, remember certain things. One, make a little island tour. Go places that you never went in Grenada before. Places that you heard about. There's place like the brewery in Lansapine where they make the beer right there. You get to choose the strength of the beer that you want to have. If you're a drinker, well, make sure somebody else driving it. You could go there. You could go down to Prickly Bay. You could go down to Bananas, wherever. Visit the different sites.
You could head to
here
the north.
In Grenada. Yeah, you could pass down by Rick's Cafe. Ask for Paul and tell Paul Sheldon say that you could come down by Rick's Cafe. Tell, that's the best pizza on the island. Take right in you. Yeah, you can go up to the Sulphur Spring in River Sally. You can go out to any of these different places. Be a tourist in your own island. Go around.
Visit the chocolate factory.
Yeah. And when you're going back, carry your Grenadian chocolate.
Yes.
Carry yours for your personal use and bring for your friends.
Not the Cadbury thing you keep on eating all the time.
Now, we don't want that.
Go with your natural Grenadian
When chocolate. I travel, nobody ain't tell me go and bring back chocolate.
Yeah, no. You have too much. The best chocolate you have in Grenada, you go bring back chocolate for anybody.
So I'll bring to somebody outside from Grenada. Buy a little bottle of your Clark Scott products, your Wester Hall rum products, your River and Twine products. Buy your La Grenade products. Yeah? So buy your liqueurs and your wine, your rum, and your local stuff, and carry it back. Up to now in England, it has some men still have a bottle of Rivers inside the office. They afraid it. They open it once. They say when the office gets sent, everybody afraid to drink it. So they close the bottle and they have it there on display. They'll say, Senator Sheldon Scott had brought that bottle of rum for us, but they don't say they're waiting for a very cold day in England to drink it. But they have it in a certain office up there, a certain government office too. Yeah. So bring back your piece of Grenada for folks out there. It helps get your local brands recognized outside of Grenada and so on. And you have something that you could be proud of. Your spices, your cloves, your nutmeg, your cinnamon. Take your spices, bring them outside there so that folks can get a taste of Grenada. All right? Hey, Zuma. Morning, bro. I hope everything is okay.
Former commissioner of police.
Yeah, man. Morning. We hope everything is actually afternoon. We hope everything is okay with you.
And nice. Hey, just to wish you belated but anniversary. And so you had 37 years. Wow, Zuma, you're getting old, man. I mean, 37 years of marriage and not your age. You know?
I find you're going down on the man there.
Congratulations.
Zuma, you know, use my boy, don't study here. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for Hard Talk today. We'll be back Monday, God's willing, on Hard Talk with you and for you on 97.5 City Sound FM,
89.5 CRFM,
92.9 Sister Royal FM,
and in Brooklyn, New York, 94.9, the Kurumunu guy.
Folks, and whatever you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you.
And not about you.
I thought you forget day, you know. That's it. We're out of here. Do enjoy your weekend. Remember, football tonight at the Karani James Athletic and Football Stadium.
Last lap tomorrow on the Carnage.
The Comedy Festival at the Cricket Stadium tomorrow night.
Yes.
They play Kidnap Love tonight at the Trade Center. So something for everyone.
Yep.
All right. So enjoy your weekend. Don't overdo it. All right, because we want to be speaking, and you know, we just say
you and not about you. Also, to pay attention to the radios and so, and listen to Nagman, where you think for any information concerning the weather.
Yeah, don't just take it off the internet.
Don't just take it off the internet.
Yeah.
Don't work.
We're out.
Peace.
Think about it first. Dan dan do di dan da die. Hey. Oh. As a calypsonian, the true voice of the people, to lead you on the right path, I'm responsible. The decisions you make not only decides your fate, but is an entire country. It could make or break. In you from the day that you were born. We are king and queens, we have control, not to be used as any pawn. That God-given gift so we can know what is right from what is wrong. And in everything that we do,